Good evening, everybody. Welcome back into Hobby Corner. If I were to actually click the right thing here, boom, we're live. We're not in Memorex, but we are live. All right. Let's go ahead and get that thing dropped down. We get that up. Let me, there we go. We got the game capture going this time. Hopefully you guys can hear the tractor and stuff. Let me readjust the camera here. Try to get it centered up, I guess. Technical difficulties here, folks. There we go. Close enough. Except now it's blocking my screen. Alright, cool. Yeah, we are back at it. Bring that window back up. So yeah, we just hooked up to our lizard bell wrapper. One of the things I want to ask, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. Gosh darn it. There we go. Let's, where do I go? Where do I go? I did it the last time. Start a poll. And there, we're going to get the poll going. That way, I'm going to close the poll on my side of things. That way I can see what's going on in the chat. There we go. Okay. So we got a poll up. If the audio is not good, please let me know. I got a new system here. Trying to get used to it. Just making sure that it doesn't clip. So if you hear anything, please let me know. Please let it go in the chat. I want to make sure that we're getting a good experience for everybody and not blowing eardrums out, not earballs, eyeballs. Okay, so we got some bell wrapping to do. Let's get it done. Let's get the party started and try not to run into any traffic on the way. Maybe I should have my lights on, you know, the bling blings. Now, if I remember correctly, this field here, I mean, it has only been a day. Okay, this thing unloads or opens up super fast. Yikes. Yeah. Jesus! Holy crud. That was faster than expected. Let me, toggle automatic drop. Okay, there we go. This is kind of comical. Kind of comical. One bale over here. Also, I need to get a bale trailer lined up. I can't remember if I have the universal autoloader mod enabled or not. So I think for the time being, we're just going to rent a actual bale trailer. Yeah, talk about zipping through some bales here. Good grief. But I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that speed. Kind of digging that speed. Let's get this one in the corner. That way we're lined up properly. Pesk. Is he gonna go? Nope, didn't go. And there we go. Alright, let's fold this bad boy up. And we got one more field to go to. And then we got 2 bales out in the middle of nowhere over here that we got to pick up and do as well. And I'm going to get a little bit of a different view here, because I want to be able to see where all we're going to get these bales. And that's a bummer. Yeah, I know it's not supported, so just let me drive it right through. That's all I ask. And we can theoretically leave these bales in here for the time being, and we're going to rent a harvester, and we're going to get our wheat harvested. And we need to make sure that we collect the straw, because we'll need that for manure when we buy our cattle. Okay. Love you, babe. Come on, squeeze through. I know it'll work. There we go. Well, let's back up, I guess. hit them from the other side. And last one in this field. Let me just look there. Yep, everything looks cleared out. And then my last two bales are over by the other two fields. And right there. Okay. We should be good to go. Let me get out and just, that's hay, that one's hay. Yep, everything else should be hay in here. I'm not going to worry about taking a look at those. And I suppose we'll get this thing put away. Just like we should put everything else away. Okay. Let's swap over to this guy. We'll get the other two pieces of equipment put away. And our bell storage is right there, so let's see if we can't nudge that one a little closer. Not quite. Yep, we got one. Let's get the other one real quick. Sydney, welcome in. Good to have you here tonight. And where is it? There we go. Okay, I think we'll put this guy right in front of the bell wrapper. Just because I like having all my grass care equipment in one location. There we go. All right, cool. All of our equipment is put away for the time being, except the tractors. And let's go ahead. Oop, wrong button. Let's go into our sell page here, and we're going to find the harvesters. We are doing good, Sydney, tonight. I hope you are having an amazing day as well. Alright, what should we get for that little field over yonder? I don't think I want to spend too much right now. And this guy, I mean, these first three are almost kind of too slow. But because that's a 7.6 meter head, so that'd be 21, so about 25 foot. Yeah, we can go that. Talk to Green today, that fool, yeah, he is a fool. We've only got the one small field, so I think, yeah, technically we should only put a 6 meter header on here. Let's see what kind of damage we can do going up to like a 8.5 meter. Oh, we got these fence. I forget about these fence. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and we'll rent this guy. Lease it. $17.85. Yep. And you called him out. Yep. He is he's such a fool. Go ahead and lease this guy. We don't care about the tires. Oh, we also need a grain trailer. Although I can just take the harvester over to the silos. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that too much. Oakley dokley. Didn't cut it enough. As long as you're having fun, Sydney, that's all that matters, I guess. And we're going to see if we can get through the map here with the head on and traffic enabled. It's going to be fun if we find a car. See, like that. And we're stuck. Alright, car, go by. There we go. They don't like me anyway, so what's a little property damage to stack onto the no like. Although this guy, I probably should have got a trailer, I guess. See if we can do this. Nope, it doesn't look like we can do it that way. Can you go by? Oh my gosh. Alright. Hate to do this, but we're going to. We've already made a fool of ourselves, so... Oh, come on, what are we hitting on? We're just having a comedy of errors over here. Oh my gosh. I should have got the trailer. More damage. More property damage. Well, come on. I know you can do it, little combine that could. Comedy of errors. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm being Popeye the Sailor Man for a little while. There we go. It's a good thing I'll call the market up and tell them to come get their combine. Okay, let's go ahead and unfold this guy. Start it up. Start it up. And I hope we start dropping straw. There we go. Okay. And I am going to use GPS. Alright. Now we get to have the fun. Not like it wasn't fun trying to get the combine over, but... Comedy of errors. Well, at least we're back on track now, so... Oh, I did get everything there. Okay, cool. And it's almost like the equipment shop knew that we needed straw, so they already had it set up for dropping the straw. Look, Ma, no hands. I'm using a foot, though. And our field is very, very, very poor. Mr. Crofter, welcome in. Well, I've already got 3 votes, 5 viewers. Hey, please vote. And while you're there, hit the like button. I would love to have you do that. Let's help the channel out. We're at 89 subscriptions right now. Let's recruit some people, get them in here, and let's try to get it to 100 tonight. I know it's a far stretch, but hey, let's have a goal. Tell your friends, tell your family. And I hit the hedge. See, you get to find a comedy of errors like this. All sorts of fun shenanigans we get to have. I am doing well tonight, Crofter. I hope you are getting some sleep because it's like what? It's going to be 8 p.m., 9, 10, 11, 2 a.m. over there? Or is it 4? I forget the time zone difference. Mow down some of these shrubberies over here. I'm sure that'll be good in the crop tank. Yeah, this field is bad. I'm gonna need to. I need to buy a plow, so that's gonna be the next thing on the list that we're gonna buy. And I'm gonna need to buy fertilizer spreader of some sort. I think we're gonna go liquid from the get-go on this one. Because normally I do solid fertilizer, but because of precision farming, I think I'm going to go liquid fertilizer. Let's go ahead and raise that up. Where are our silos at? They're right there. Should be able to squeeze through. Ooh, barely. Pipe out. And while I'm there, let's go ahead and switch to this. We'll get this guy out of the way. Oh, I wanted to back up, not go forward. And back over to here. Yeah, this is some bad field stuff. Let's go here. I want to check out the actual field. It's 3.4 acres. Okay. What the hell? Why did it do that? No, probably because I have my foot on the gas instead of cruise control. Okay. Then get some sleep, Crofter. Come on. And we'll get that patch on the way back. Let's go ahead and set the cruise control this time. Go back into here. And let's go ahead and purchase the soil information for this field. And I cannot do it for that. Okay, I guess we learned something. Maybe once we convert the one field into, or the one pasture into a field, we may be able to do that by the soil information. But while we're playing around, yeah, can't buy anything for that, or that, or that. Yep, can't buy any soil information for any of it. So, yep, we will convert 153 over to grassland, or we make cattle out of it, one of the two. Why are you stopping? I set the cruise control on you. put the pile right at the end of the line. Like it was supposed to be there. I wonder if we'll be able to get the last, yeah, we should be able to get the 3 passes in here. Should be easy enough. Done with this here in another minute. And I'm going to look at the map to see if there's anything close by that we can buy for fields. Because if we got this harvester, we're going to rent a field. We won't do field flipping, we'll rent it to own it. Or buy the field to own it outright. I've got to come back anyway, so I'll pick that up on the way back. Yep, we're going to need plowing, we're going to need lime, we're going to need stone picking. We're going to need all the fun stuff. All right, so we got field 108, and that's wheat ready to harvest. 97. Spinach. Yeah, we're not doing spinach. Let's get rid of this guy. So yeah, we just did that one there. That one's going to be corn or sunflower. That one's sunflower. Because that one's sunflower. What is this? I forget what that is. Oh, potato processing. Okay. And then that one's soybeans. That one's oats. So do we buy this one for 122,000? That'll give us 3 fields of crop, 2 fields of grass when we get this one here converted. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy this one. Gosh darn it. Wish it wouldn't do that. I wanted to buy it, not sit there and visit it. There we go. 122,000. We got one more field to our name. Okay. Let's go take care of that field while we're at it. Oi, oi, what up, Bob Lee? Welcome in. Welcome in. We just bought ourselves another wheat field. Because we're a glutton for punishment with this small system here. Nice thing is it's just across the way, but I don't exactly know how to get in there. You know what? Let's go for a little walk. But before I do that, let's shut that off. I don't want to waste time. So the opening's not there. Oh, we got to go down here to this field over here. Okay, so we got to go down the road a little bit further. Well, hopefully we can get there without a header trailer. We're going to risk it. Risk it for the YouTubes. Why does traffic have to automatically show up today? Because they want to be jerks. Okay. Plop. All because I didn't want to rent a header trailer. guaranteed when we go unload this at the farm, we're going to drop the header off. And hopefully we can get around the field. I know. I need the good old Popeye spinach steroids. Float like a butterfly, sting like a massy. Hopefully I'll make it around. Should be able to. Ooh, I wonder who voted no. I wonder who that could be. My option would be no as well. I mean, the only exception I'll do is that bell wrapper that I got. Because all it does is just kind of speed up the wrap a little bit. Spend just as much time driving around as you do wrapping the bales, so I don't see any difference with that option. Okay, 70%. Should I risk it? I think I'll risk it. And I know I left a small section there. We'll get it at the very end. They made it so that there's only one way to everything in here. No shortcuts. So slow. The John Deere X9 would have been unloaded now. So I did talk to the Border Patrol / Customs Agency about Romeo, and we will be able to get him over to the farm here possibly tonight. We just need to make sure that we get a good spot set up for him to rest and relax after that long flight. They said he was the goodest of boys, so if only you had monster truck tires on the back, you would have made it. So yep, when we decide where we're going to put our farmhouse, and we are going to build it from scratch. We're not going to sit there and buy a pre-made one. We're gonna drop a sawmill down on our map. We're going to do all the production stuff that we can to make our house, and then when we're done, the sawmill's going away. What do you mean I'm not lined up? Come on. There we go. Turn on, drop down. Not drop down that far. Oh, for gosh sakes, you're supposed to have lowered. Oh well, there went a leader. So yeah, once we get done with this field, we will stake out a piece of the property that was the area for the pigs, and we will get that set up and going, and we'll put the doghouse down nearby it. And for some reason it gave us 2 headlands. Whatever. Did we buy the field information for this one? We did not. So let's go ahead and purchase that soil information. Ouch. So if I set the cruise control and go back into the menu, okay, it is going still. Okay, maybe I was doing something wrong. Definitely get rid of these tram lines. I don't own any equipment with that specific width, and I don't care to. I lost track of how many passes I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4.5. hi ho, back to the farm we go. To run over cars along the way. Hi ho. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. See, I told you we'd run over cars. For some reason, they must have missed me yesterday and decided to show up in force today. Or they're saying, oh, he's renting a harvester. We better go interrupt his workflow. That's what it was. The shop manager called up everybody in town and said, hey, drive by his place and harass him. Drive by the Hobby Corner estate. We need to do as much mental abuse as we can. And it looks like we may be going over the 1 hour time limit. Still cheaper than buying or renting a trailer, I think. I mean, we'll still end up buying one later on down the road, but we need to not be bleeding money out all the time. I'm gonna be like Clint Eastwood in the one movie, Get Off My Lawn, if I see one of these cars show up in my driveway. Romeo Jr. just showed up over here. AKA Titan. my pups. My real life pups. Yep, once we're done with this, we'll get established on building our new home on the hobby estate. And then we'll go fetch Romeo. Then we'll have to see what the customs agency named him on this in this country, because they like to rename stuff. Looks like this field's giving us a better harvest than the last one, which is good. Which means we'll have some decent chicken feed for a few chickens. Alright, since I don't want to have to go back and get all of this stuff, get it now. I'm still going to venture to guess that it's going to need plowing. We haven't looked yet. Okay, I don't know if the map was loading or what the deal was. Try this again. So apparently it does need to be plowed, or does not need to be plowed. Which is surprising. It's probably because I turned plowing back on after the map generated. So I guess we'll deal with that in a couple of years. What's up, babe? Ooh, ice cream. Thank you. Yummy ice cream. No, you don't get any, Titan. I'm sorry. $96, $97. Am I going to be able to get it all? We got $78.50. Yes, we will. All right. Back up, not drive forward. And we'll just do a quick look in the field. It looks like, yep, we got everything taken care of. As we jump a hedgerow due to bad driving. We're just not liking this Massey Ferguson harvester. That's what it is. We'll blame it on not being used to a Massey Ferguson. If we would have got a Fendt, then it'd be a different story. Or a John Deere, or a Case, or a New Holland. Must be something with the Massey. We'll get this loaded up into the silo, and then we'll tell good old equipment dealer to come get his stuff. In fact, while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and select this. Let's return that, because we don't need it no more. And I mean, we can't complain with, 36,000 liters. 37,000. Yeah, can't complain with that. Okay, we'll return that, because we don't have anything else to harvest. All right. So, we're going to come over here. We got this nice grove of trees here. We got this nice grove of trees here. A manure heap, okay. There it is. Alright, cool. And all because this thing likes to do some weird things. Constructibles. What do you mean?
Why do they follow you wherever you go?
And why it does that, I have no idea. Try this again. Okay. So this is just a farm garage. We don't need a farm garage. That was a farm garage. That was a farm garage. Okay, farmhouse. What does it look like? It says 2-story little manor. Sleek triggers around the outside. That's fine. What does this one look like? I think this one right here may be more fitting. This one is on Waseca County, so we'll leave that one alone. This grain silo, I don't think really suits the map. Let's go. I think this one is much better. Mucho better. Yes, that. Sure. Okay, let's put it kind of away from the stinky pit over here, which we should. I mean, we're not going to do anything. We may do cattle here, so I think we'll leave it there for now. Because this one's got a manure heap right there. There's no manure for the sheep. Chickens, we don't have to worry about right there. Yeah, we'll put a different manure pit down. Let's go ahead and sell that. There we go. We got a little bit of money back. And just because I'm feeling like it, we've got so many sheds here. We got that one there. Got 2, so that's 3 sheds. This is another shed right there, so that's 4. That's another one right there, 5. And that one, to me, doesn't suit any purpose. So that's a hay shed. So does it have... It does not even have a trigger. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this. And then this one, that's just a small shed. That one's a shed. This one's an actual, we can store stuff in there. We can store, these ones are easy enough to get into. That one's easy enough to get into. This one's kind of a wonky setup. We're going to go ahead and select this one, sell that one. Okay. Because then we got the path coming in. It leads way into our system. So if we put our house I think if we have the garage facing like that, overlaps with another object. What's it overlapping with? It's overlapping with the something in here. Because I can't put it up there. I can do it there. Yep, the footprint is bigger than expected. So let's go here, because we're going to need it anyway. We're going to need to buy a chainsaw. Let's go ahead and get the old trusty steel. Or let's go... I've used this one on one map, used this one on a map, used this one on... This one was on Palinier. I haven't used this one. I mean, they're all the same. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's go ahead and get some trees taken care of over here. let's get rid of this tree here, this box elder. Okay. Now let's see if we can place the new house over here. There we go. There we go. I'm digging that spot. We got an area where we can get into it with our garage. Yeah. Oh, I mean, we're going to have to do something a little different with that. I need to get rid of this hedge anyway. Just make sure it's going down. Yeah, that looks good. Get rid of this section here. Okay. And so we can drive through here now with material, so that works great. We need some wood beams, we need some planks, and we need some long planks. Alright, let's go ahead and get set up over here. Okay, that's where those trees are. Let's set it up over here in this section. And cement factory. Sawmill without the shed. Great processing. We don't need to spend 150,000. We can do this one here. Yeah, this one I think would be the most beneficial. Industrial sawmill. Okay, we want this one here because we're not interested in selling the stuff. It's going to be a lot faster than that one. Let's go ahead and select that guy. And I forget the productions are on that side. Yeah, I think right there will work just fine. We can get around it with a tractor and such. There we go. Yeah, all of our wood production will come out in those 3 locations right there. We drop the wood in there. We stop there to get wood chips. All right, cool. So let's get the first 2 put in place. And then we will go and get an actual tool for doing this. We'll buy a winch setup. That way it makes it, you know, feasible type situation. Okay, let's drop that in. Let's go up to here. And we're going to need to activate that one, and that one. We're not delivering the wood. The wood chips will stay internal storage, so we are good. All right. And like I said, this one's actually fairly fast. So we're not in the market to sell the stuff. We are in the market to build our house. So we just want to be a little bit speedy on this. Like I said, we only need the first 3 steps is 1,000 beams, planks, and longs. So, yep. All right, we'll let that go. We did not get rid of too much stuff there. We can drive in. All right, let's go ahead and, like I said, we need to buy ourselves a winch. I can't remember if the market had one in here. We'll take a quick look. We may get this trailer here. It's only 13% off, but it's still much nicer than nothing. We can get this here 25% off because we'll technically need that for transporting stuff, the wood beams over to the system. Was there... Okay, this is a round bale trailer. It's only 3% off. That's the downfall. Not all of the stuff is going to be like this. Grapple 7% off. Okay, so we don't need that large mulcher. Eugene, welcome in. Good to have you here, buddy. I am doing well. Please make sure to put your vote in. At the end of the stream, we will be closing the vote to make the decision on, like, this lizard water tanker that we could have 200,000 liters in, or the Titan trailers. Let's go ahead and, yeah, I think we'll buy this guy for now. We don't need to worry about the color. Because when we get to the point of actually making TMR, we'll need some additional tools for that. So let's go to our forestry winches. We'll just buy the single winch. That'll suit our purpose. And the reason why I'm buying it, we'll still use super strength for everything, but I like having that I purchased the item for doing the intended job. I've got that mentality. We'll still use super strength to move all the stuff. But at least I have the item to actually say, yep, I bought the item so I can do the thing. Alright. So we got that. And we'll need the bale trailer. Let's go ahead and buy a bale trailer, because that I actually do need. And I haven't used a square bale trailer yet. So I've seen this one used in a lot of other people's playthroughs. That one requires X amount of horsepower, so is that one. Don't know what the difference is between the two, but I haven't used this one yet, so we're going to go ahead and buy this one. And we do have both of these tractors do have the front loader attachment on there. And just because, we're going to go back here. Animals, that's right. I forget. And for now, we're just going to put Romeo right here. Hey, buddy. Your name is what? Lazy Inca. I mean, that's kind of fitting right now. You know, we'll put your name right over top of you because that's you. Yeah. But your name's going to get changed to Romeo, and it'll be done after the stream tonight. How you doing, buddy? Yes. Yeah, good buddy. Okay. Let's go grab our bale trailer, and let's get our bales loaded up and put into storage. And for those that have come into the stream, I thank you all for coming in. Eugene, Bobley, Cajun, Sydney, great to have you all here. And those that have not made their presence known, I do appreciate you. Please make sure to hit that like button. And I would love it if you subscribed as well. That would be great to the channel. We'd love to have you here. We do a lot of amazing content. We stream on this farm, which is brand new. And if I can get away from hitting my mic. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch that. We'll raise this up. Another farm that I do stream is Waseca County. That is generally a Saturday and Sunday stream that I do. And then I also, if you like recorded series, I do a recorded series on Alma, Missouri. So if you don't want to miss any content, Alma, Missouri is pretty new, so it's only 6 episodes in. If you don't want to miss any content, want to rewatch any of that stuff, join the channel and get all of your Alma, Missouri fix in. Alright. Let's get this over to the farm. Get all of our bills put in, then that leaves us $380,000. Still need to buy a couple more pieces of equipment, so we're going to hold off on purchasing animals right now. I think I may rent a seeder for upcoming springtime or this fall planting, which will be next month. And I think for right now we will just rent the seeder. Okay. Is this going to work? Oh, so you have to turn this on in order to get it to unfold. Okay. Like I said, I'm still trying to learn this one. That's... I'm digging that animation. I like that. Let's do a little zoom out action here, and yeah, especially the noise that it's making. That's got that good mechanical thing going on. I like it. Did it get it? I don't know. I didn't hear it. There it goes. And it's got that good robotic sound. I'm digging this thing. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Is he gonna grab it? There we go. And we straightened it out. Nice. Yeah, that's the only downfall is for square bells. These trailers only hold 14. And round bells, that trailer holds 24. Yeah, even though the trailer says it only requires 130 horsepower, I don't think I would pull this with 130 horsepower, just because of the weight factor of, 14 bells that weigh 8,000 pounds each. That should be... Oh, darn it. Sorry about that. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So we are 100% full. Nice. Let's see how well it unloads. And we don't have to go very far, just around that next tree up there. Which is kind of in a cruddy spot as well. And let's go ahead, and I think it's going to be a right button unload. The left side bumper and Y. There we go. And we'll go ahead and get you in the operating position. We still got some baling that we got to do tonight. Of all the straw. Excuse me, Mr. Deer. I mean, if I would learn where I need to go. Maybe I just wanted to unload. What are you doing over there, Romeo? Let's fold that up. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, what kind? No, what? No, don't be starting a war in my. No. Bob Lee. Come on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got room for 4 more. We got 6 more over here, it looks like. Yeah, it's just, let's leave that subject alone there, Bob Lee. As I smack the mic with my hand. Oh my gosh. No, I just don't want to see anybody get upset. That's all, Bob Lee. I think we're going to leave this parked right here. Let's get the right thing selected. There we go. All right. Because now we get to grab our baler and do some baling. Let's go ahead and unfold. You're funny, Bob Lee. I find you funny. I laugh at a lot of your stuff. Well, you're that too. You gotta be funny everywhere. Good old Streamlabs. Well done, Streamlabs. Well done. Yep, Streamlabs is definitely one of a kind. Patrick, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Well, fine then. I guess I'll back up. And I still can't get it. Gotta give the old ears a break. If you vote yes, okay, so what the poll is for is, yes, there's definitely items that are labeled lizard. As soon as I get the corner, I'll show you in the options here. So we'll just go up to the old plows here. This is kind of one of the first lizard items that came out, realistic or unrealistic. It's not labeled that. It's a plow that's just a big plow. What I'm referring to is, let's just go to the sprayer. I think there's one in here. Nope, we gotta go here. So like these guys, the Colossus packs, the Titan packs. Anything where the capacity can be, 200,000 to 1,000,000 liters, or the width that you're doing is astronomically wide. That's the realistic / unrealistic items. And the reason why I put it that way is, you take a look at these spreaders. It's $20,000 for that one versus the breedall that's 45. So you're paying half price for something that's unrealistically huge in capacity. So that's what I'm getting at as far as the realistic, unrealistic ones. And it's labeled, should we use those ones? Because of the price and because of the width that it can do, or the capacity it can hold, should we use those ones or not? That's kind of what I'm referring to. One, it'll help the stream get the harvesting done faster, the spraying done faster, and things like that. But for the intent and purpose of the role play that we're doing here, do you think it'll fit? I'm leaving it up to the chat. I kind of thought of that in yesterday's stream when I bought that bell wrapper, and that thing wraps unbelievably fast. So for that type of situation, hey, it I could care less for how fast it wraps, because it'll still only wrap one bale at a time. We still have to drive up to the other bales to get them wrapped, versus a grain header. Instead of doing a 13-meter width, we can do a 50-meter width, you know. And I should change that one on the Streamlab bot. Change it to something a little bit different. Make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube. Join our Discord. I should put that in there as well. Even though I do have one that says a Discord link. I'll have to go back and revisit those. Okay, we're almost done with this little field, and then we'll go over to the other one and get that one baled up. And I appreciate that, Patrick. Thank you very much. Just like Bob Lee and Sydney, they've been with me for a long time. Crofter, that was in the chat earlier, he's been with me for a long time. Every single person that's joined, no matter if it's been today or since day one, they're all appreciated. I thank them all. I thank everybody. Because without you guys, the channel doesn't grow. And that's plain and simple. Okay, you're kind of in the way, mailman. You guys have got to go. Come on, bye-bye. Be gone, quit blocking my path. Okay, let's turn that back on, drop it down. Rock and roll. Yep, getting close. The way I see it right now is 89 subs. I haven't heard any chimes saying that a new one has joined to crest that 90 mark. In fact, let me get lined up here, and Kiwi, welcome in. I just want to refresh my live stream here that I got going. There we go. Glad to see you here. Every morning I check my YouTube and I see that you streamed, and I go to your stream and it's already says thanks for watching. It's like, oh darn it, I missed him again. And I wake up early. So you just get done streaming right before I wake up. How's your Friday treating you so far, Kiwi? There's something wrong with my tap water. It tastes like dirt. Ugh. Yeah, some days I'm able to catch your streams, and other days I miss it. When it's 6 a.m. my time, it's midnight your time. That one I do remember. I'm doing well. Getting close to the end of my stream as well. Maybe another half hour, 45 minutes. I think once I get done with this field and collect the bales, then it'll be time to go to the next month. Surprising how much work one has to do when you're only doing your own stuff. Well, I hope you shake that cold pretty quick and get well soon. See if I can get both of these rows. Come on. Almost. do a little bit of artistic driving. Nailed it. Green tractor pulling a red implement. Yeah. What was I thinking buying red? More driving with style. I aim to please. You know, we can always pull off the John Wick maneuver, you know. Taking out the bad straw from overhead. Yeah, the only downfall is we're not using Dragon's Breath, so. If you know what that reference is from. It was on sale, that's why. Everything else that was on the sell page was too expensive. I mean, it was half the price of the case. And the options I got was still less than that Fendt. And I honestly don't know if I'm going to be buying large tractors for this map or not. That remains to be seen. And good evening, Dirty Road Relay. Good to have you here tonight. Discord notification. Oh, someone else is streaming right now. Did I get it? Yay, I actually did. Surprising. Driving blind and I still picked up the line. Haha. last pass, and then we'll go grab the bale trailer and get all these picked up. But what we'll do is, so we don't have to pick up everything, is we'll unload the baler at the bale barn. Alrighty, pick it up, turn it off. We may have to come with a tree trimmer and trim those trees down so we can see the road from overhead. Alright, that's all from this field. only 3 bales in here, plus the 3 that are in the barn already. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so 15 bales altogether. Not as much as I was hoping for. All right, so I think we got enough time to do a quick plow. And I know our tractor isn't powerful enough, but we'll still do the 9 meter. Actually, we'll do 12. Before I do that, I'm going to drop this off here. And make sure we're on the correct thing. And we're going to break open one of the... No, I think we said we were going to take that to cattle. That's right. We're going to eventually put a cow barn back on it, but we can still plow it and plant grass. I think we'll do all right with that. And shh, it's not the proper way. Am I going to end up passing you, car? And did I just install the lizard subsoiler backwards? I sure did. And we need to go here. We need to create fields. I'm using a plow to plow a field, even if it is installed backwards. And we'll touch up the edges with the painting tool. Okay, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Animal mud. Where's the grass? There's lots of different grass. What do we got here? Yeah, we'll have to come and take out that spot again. But what I really wanted was over here. Let's fix those two spots real quick. And yep, I did mean to do that. All right. Let's grab a seeder and we'll get some seed put in this real quick. What do we want for a seeder? That's 4 meter. I think we were going to go with this one. Let's see, if we go with this guy, we need the, yeah, we're gonna, because we'll still need it later on. Oops, let's go back. Gosh darn it. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. I don't know if we need the tire roller on it. I don't know what that matters anyway. Let's just buy the standard. And then we'll buy a pallet of seed. And we're going to drop the dang it, wrong button. And then reload it. Didn't get close enough. This is a seeder setup that we've never used anywhere, So I wanted to give it a try. Okay, where's it at? Where's it at? Okay, where's the Okay, I did to get the crop sensor. But where is... Okay, select camera, ridge marker, cover, honk, fold cedar, detach, lower, turn on, unload. You mean to tell me that this won't do grass? Should. Why are we not getting an option for changing the seed? Let me check something out here. Wrong button. That one. Okay, so additional settings. Slow down. Trying to find the section for changing seed type. Change seeds. Why? Left button up. Okay. Or it's button 10. Okay. So Ridge markers. Well, that didn't work. Well, we can always press Y on the keyboard. Let's try that. There we go. Alright, we got our grass. Let's get this field planted, shall we? Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you here at Hobby Corner. And of course I'm stuck now. Please make sure to hit that like button as you are watching the stream. Takes just a second out of the time. And as other people say, it doesn't cost a dime. And we'll have to grab a roller and push the stones back down into the dirt. We do have a Discord channel that we would love to have you join. And as you do that, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to get this channel to grow. Hopefully you like the content that we're putting out. Please leave a comment if you do or don't. I'd love to read it. I don't know what is up with this tractor and not wanting to pull implements very well. It's got the horsepower for this thing. I know what Kiwi's going to say. It's a John Deere. Yep, good old Romeo looking out for the bunnies that decide to pop their heads up in the dirt over here. Loves to chase them. He must have something holed up in a tree there too. 'Cause he was looking at those trees pretty intently. Find a squirrel over there, buddy. just a couple of spots in here I want to take care of again. I think they're fine, but better safe than sorry. Okay. And we'll see if we can... Nope. I wanted to fold it up. I need to unfold the tool first. Good evening, Mopar. Welcome in. Let's go get ourselves a roller and we'll take care of this field real quick. Thank you very much, Mopar. I appreciate it. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. All right. One roller coming up. And we're going to get this one here. 12.3, 12.3. It's cheaper. And it folds up. Easier transport. It still makes me think I have to drive on the opposite side of the road here. We're down to $216,000. Ugh. Yikes. Romeo, don't leave any messes over there where I've got to go and clean up with a doggy bag. Come on, dude. Keep playing with the camera too much. Hands off. And look at that. No stones are showing. Can I get it all? Man, I'm going to try. And just like that, I got it all. There's a stone over here that I want to make sure I get pushed down in the ground. Alright, there we go. Hit the gas, not the brakes. All right. So it's looking good. We should grab some lime. I think we'll do that the first thing tomorrow. In tomorrow's stream, we'll get some lime thrown down on there. And let's see if we can purchase the soil information. It does not look like we can purchase it, which is kind of a bummer, actually. Even though it's a brand new field, we should be able to purchase the soil information, but it's whatever. Because we got all the information for that one. We got nothing for that. Which is kind of a letdown, I guess. That one's silty clay. That's probably why the field was so bad to begin with. But so yeah. We have Mr. Romeo over here. Well, I mean, Lazy Inca. We have our house being built. And we have a whole bunch of great people in the chat liking the stream tonight. Commenting. I love it all. Thank you all very much. And we're going to call it here for the night. And as always, please make sure if you have not liked the video, please like it. And join the channel by hitting the subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate having you grow this channel with us. Join the Discord. It's there. We have a whole bunch of great people in the Discord. And until tomorrow night, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.